machine. Yeah.
So you and your wife, whose name is Sherry, you decided to come here to the United States because
2003 because she grew up here.
Oh, okay.
And actually she was a missionary from the United States, and that's how we met in the Philippines.
Oh, wow.
In the church. So she was a missionary. So at that time I was working for the church, and that's how we met, through a blind date.
That's really cool.
Yeah, so we were set up in a blind date, and I liked her from the beginning, and she liked me from the beginning.
So then how did you get into Pilates?
That's it. That's when we moved here in 2003. So
what were you doing at the time?
I was just starting, so I'm already 37. I'm starting over, like, in new country, new, with a small kid. So I had to provide
you have
food on the
job.
table. You get a job, right? So the only skill set that I had was, so I know fitness. I've been a trainer in the Philippines successfully since way back in '88. So, do training. So I started with Bali Fitness. I got into Bali in 2003. Then...
Which ballet did you work at?
The one in Shea, and it's not there anymore.
Yeah,
Shea and 101. Remember that?
Oh, the Shea and the 101.
Yeah.
Yes, I've been to that one.
Okay, way back.
You might have worked there.
Yeah,
I would have to think about when I went.
I was just there.
Actually, it was the 90s. I was there.
Oh, really? Wow, way back. Probably it was a different facility back then.
Let's see.
It was a different name.
Yeah, well, no, I don't think so, because I belonged to the Ballys on Shea and off the 51.
Oh yeah, okay. There's another one there. Yes,
okay,
there's another
that one there.
Uh-huh.
I belonged there since like 1991.
Wow.
I was going there.
Yeah.
And then when this one opened over at Shea in the 101 area,
then you moved here.
I'm pretty sure I went to that one.
Yeah, so I was working there for 8 months. So now it's like corporate, so
totally different.
It's totally different. So
did you enjoy it as much or no?
No, not really, because
too restrictive, or
it's just a lot of sales driven.
Yeah.
You gotta sell, and that's not kind of me.
Yeah.
My type of personality. But although I would want to have more clients, and I know there's a different way to do that. More relational. And so it's not like forcing.
Yeah, you don't feel
down
like
the throat.
a car salesman.
Yeah, and people don't want to be bothered.
Not to throw anybody under the bus.
Yeah. You know
what I mean.
They don't want to be bothered when they're doing the treadmill or they're working out and they're like hovering over them, and that was so. It's not. So I quit and I started. Just bought a few equipment, put it in my truck, and just go to people's houses.
Okay.
Yeah,
what I do.
Probably for a year and a half.
Yeah.
Then that got old because I ran out of clients. So I joined Mountainside in 2005. And I think that's where I became successful, in Mountainside and Frank Lloyd Wright and Shea. And I think out of the 200 trainers they have all over the valley, I'm number one in revenue.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so I get the most clients because I was working 5 a.m. till 10 p.m.
Talk about burnout.
Yeah, so I got burned out. So one of my clients said, "Why don't you just open up your own studio, or you open up your own fitness?" Really? Yeah, that's a good idea, right? Because I'm gonna die if I continue this.
Yeah.
I've been doing it for 2 years. So then.
And you have that small business ownership drive anyways.
Yeah, so I had that experience. So, we sat down with our family, my mother-in-law, my brother-in-law, and we, put together our money and bought this place. So we bought the property, so no one can kick me out.
Oh, wow. Yeah. So you own this building or just
the studio?
The studio,
yeah,
okay.
That's like a condo unit. So we pay mortgage, and
And then was it a fitness studio first?
No,
or did
this
you
is
decide
just
to
bare.
do Pilates?
This is bare.
No, I mean so you got the studio,
Yeah.
were you just gonna do fitness, or how did you end up?
Yeah, I was in a dilemma. Okay, so I research and where's the industry is going, and the trends. And a lot of the trends are mind body and yoga, Pilates, and at that time, the back pain that's bothering me since 2005, recurred. And
What was that from?
it's lifting heavyweight, bend over rows, like 150 pounds.
Too much.
I a little too much, and I'm just 150 myself. So I acquired this condition called spondylolisthesis. So one of my vertebrae protruded. So okay, I cannot do this for another 10 years. I mean, lifting. I look at all this young, 6'5", 6 foot blue, blonde and blue eyed guy. I cannot compete with that. A short Filipino, and with a back pain. So I cannot do this trend. So I have to switch. So I gambled. I gambled that this is the trend, but I gotta learn about this.
Yeah.
But it requires 500 hours of training. So I went through the program. It's a little bit embarrassing because all my classmates were women, but I was sweating bullets. I cannot even do what they do. My legs are shaking. Like this is not right. Because it's a change of paradigm.
Yeah.
Because I used to lift weights more in isolation form and just more aesthetics than what you see in the mirror. But it's a different concept, more thinking of the core within before the extremities, and working the body as a unit rather than isolation.
You're probably doing stretches you never even...
Yeah, muscles that you haven't used, and it was humbling because I had to change my I have to accept my weakness, and face my reality. This is my reality.
Really knows what it is. So why is Pilates really good for people?
I think
not just women.
yes. So for me, it helped my back pain. I'm stronger now than I was when I was 22.
Is it because it works your entire core differently?
Yes, I think that the reason why I got injured because of my core system was weak. There's a weak link, so my body cannot I cannot go beyond that anymore. So I have to stop. So the body said no, So I hurt you, so stop.
Right.
So and just understanding the philosophy of Pilates about breathing, about awareness, about control, and centering, and
does it so it will help people get stronger?
Yes, so
all over.
Yes, you'll be a stronger tennis player. You'll be a stronger athlete. You'll be a stronger dancer. You'll be a stronger
even for gardening or
golfer.
Doing house chores.
Yeah.
So that's why it's good
you'll have more better playtime with your grandchild or with your kids, and as we get older, we feel the aches and pains. We cannot. Our body has changed since we were 22. And you cannot keep loading on that joint. The nice thing about Pilates is gentler on the body. It's not about repetition, so it doesn't overuse the joints. It's about control, it's about form, it's about centering, it's about awareness, it's about lengthening the muscle and strengthening at the same time, and stability, mobility, which to me that's the last thing I'm gonna think about. I'm thinking of how can I make that muscle, chiseled or
right.
So
well,
now
that's the
I have
hardest.
to change my
Yeah. I mean, that's the hardest thing for me when I do Pilates is the control.
Yeah.
And being patient doing it. Because I want to do it more quickly, and and so when you do that, you can lose control, which is my biggest issue.
That's
correct.
correct.
That's good for me. Yeah.
And so it's a change of mindset, and it's a paradigm. And I think even just the Pilates word, it kind of equates, it's for women, you know.
Yeah.
But it's amazing how now probably I would say I would have 40% men, 60% women.
Well, that's
So
pretty good though.
Yeah.
40%.
So we have a lot of men who's appreciated Pilates. They don't want. Some of them, they became confident, I'm doing Pilates, but a lot of them, they just still whisper it's Pilates. But they know it's good for them.
So what's your, what's the age of your oldest client?
I had, the oldest I had was probably 85. Yeah, she was 85.
Was she doing Pilates?
Yeah, she was doing Pilates with me. Pat, she's very disciplined. She's on the elliptical every morning at 5 a.m. in the morning.
Wow,
every
good for
single
her.
day.
Wow, that's someone to admire.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good for her.
One of my poster child is Jerry Prost. He's 78, and he has very strong core. He can do the teaser. He could do.
Oh, good for him.
Yeah, he could do the teaser with the spring resistance and.
It just goes to show what. Discipline and drive.
Yeah.
I mean, even at 78, because I think they say at what age, I think 60 or 65, we really start losing cardio, and then we're really by the age of, I think it was around 40, you stop really gaining any more muscle. I mean, what you have is what you have.
That's true. Your testosterone just keeps, your age, it's like, first time I skied like 2 years ago in Breckenridge. So I learned about bunny slope, black diamond, blue, the blue.
Yeah.
So I think after 50, it's a downhill slope. It's like black diamond. But if you do Pilates, you could be in the blue.
Yeah, you could stay in the blue zone.
You could stay in the blue zone. You'll still age, but you're not decaying.
Right.
There's a difference between aging and decaying. It's like if you don't brush your teeth, you're gonna lose all your teeth.
Right.
So it's
and Pilates
can help you be in the blue zone.
Yeah, by keeping the spine probably strong, posture, all because of the core.
Yeah, your function. You could still scratch your upper back.
Yeah, you could turn your head to.
Yeah, you could. When the.
Which a lot of older people can't do.
Yeah, it's tough. Or pick up something from the ground and touch your toe, and the body, it's built to
move. Yeah.
To move. So